Attention! The following is all based on anecdotal evidence, and all conclusions should be treated as such. Is historical miniature painting cute? Let me explain. So a year or two back, I got into sort of miniature painting. I didn't get into the Warhammer fad when I was back in the 90s, and I like historical stuff. So I got the Black Seas starter pack and I painted them up and I did the best I could, and I got these little brigs and frigates all painted up in historical colours, and I was quite happy with them. And so I went and showed them to my wife, and what was her response? Oh, cute. Not exactly the response I was going for, let's be honest. You know, I thought about it, and these were like convict ships, so they had like histories to them and controversies to them, and the response was, cute? Oh, okay. Well, in the end, I actually then bumped into my sister, who actually purchased as a birthday gift the Black Seas set in the first place, and I showed her pictures of the things I painted, and what was her response? Oh, cute. I was beginning to fear a trend, let's just say that. But it was, in all honesty, confirmed when eventually, and I got some new ships, I got ones like this little one, and I would be painting them every evening when the little ones had gone to sleep. And then the next morning, my young daughter would wake up and I would show her the boats, and her response would be, oh, cute. What? I mean, that's not exactly what I was going for when I started painting these little miniatures. Like, interesting, artistic, creative, historically well researched. I mean, maybe I was expecting a lot from a 4-year-old, but still. And this got me thinking in general, the fact that my wife, and this is purely anecdotal, she thinks it's interesting, but she doesn't really watch my videos or anything like that. And I gotta be honest with you, looking at the statistics on this little channel, very few ladies do. So why is that? Why is that the response? Cute, wargaming, painting, not for me. Well, let's run through the obvious. This is a smaller version of a bigger thing, and by default, smaller versions of bigger things are cute. Puppies, babies, that kind of things. This does tick that box. But it's not just the boats themselves, it's the games. And people like my lady friend, she's just like, this is interesting, but this is not really for me. Now, there are a lot more knowledgeable people than I who have inquired into this question. Why are people like women not getting into wargaming, at least not as much as men do? It's a very male-biased thing. Why is that? And really, you should listen to people like that. Little Wars TV, they did an excellent series where they thought about wargaming, they thought about the hobby scene, they talked to actual wargamers who were women, and what were the appeals, what were the drawbacks to this hobby. So really, if you want some expert advice, go talk to them. But this cute factor, that's something that people haven't discussed as much. Why some people, when they first encounter historical miniatures, respond with cute. But on reflection, that might just be the answer. When first encountering. When we encounter something new, we very rarely know how to respond, how to react. Some people react very poorly. But fortunately, if you've try to play your cards right, you get a group of friends and family around you can more or less get along with. And when they encounter something new, their response won't be hostility, but what will that response be? What will their response be to this? So I guess I'm saying cute is not all that a surprising response. It's kind of positive, but in this historical game where we're depicting very uncute events at times, that's not the response we're going for. So I guess the solution in some ways is patience and determination. Obviously what you don't do is do like hobby Bible bashing, as it were, like just drumming over their head how awesome it is. Look at this ship, don't you love the red lines? I mean, that's just nuts. But instead remember that this person may not be interested in your hobby, but they're probably interested in you. So pick your timing. Don't do it when the dishes need doing or when you haven't taken the bins out. But when you show off your latest bit of handiwork, tell the person what it means to you. Just in a line or so. Don't drone on, but just say that this ship, you do some research and the colours are meant to be like the Dafalthacin, the first European vessel ever to actually set foot in Australia. And I think that's interesting. Oh yeah, try something a bit different with the paints. I kind of used a wash in order to get those really good shadows. I used brown instead of black. I mean, I was a bit nervous. I actually did these flags up myself. It's the first time I've done anything like that before. Again, and not in a selfish way. You're just simply saying this is something I enjoy and this is why I enjoy it. Usually the people that you have around you, not always, but usually, when they see you're interested, when they see you put in effort, when they see that excitement is in your face over this thing that, yeah, maybe they don't care about, but when they see that you're happy, most of the time, they're going to be happy with you. And over time, again, if you're doing it appropriately, like if you've completely neglected the lawn mowing for the last 3 weeks and you really should do that instead, over time, as you share this hobby and they begin to understand it, they're probably still going to say sometime, "Oh, cute." But they might just follow up with, "Is that burnt sienna or are you using something different?" But what do I know? I'm still new to this. Let me know, what is the best way that you have found you can get your friends, your family, to be engaged in what is a fairly niche hobby in a way that is enjoyable and genuine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and hopefully you might see me again later.